All right, welcome back. So we've reached the final round of New Beverage Showdown 14. Once again, it's BevNet Live's signature beverage brand competition, sponsored by Venturing and Emerging Brands and operating unit of the Coca-Cola Company. Just to recap, the Showdown gives early stage and promising brands the opportunity to present their business plan and products to a panel of expert judges and the audience here at BevNet Live. The winner of the competition will receive $10,000 in cash and prizes and join a very short list of brands that have triumphed in the Showdown, including a few of them that are here, including Health Aid, Coco Cafe, Tio Gazpacho, Owl's Brew, and Grady Cold Brew. Out of the 12 semifinalists that participated yesterday, 6 have made it to the final round. Let's talk about the rules for a sec. Each of the 6 brands are going to have 5 minutes to present and receive 5 minutes of immediate feedback from the judging panel. The final round is split up into a morning session, that's this one, and an afternoon session with 3 brands participating in each. After all the brands are presented, the judges will convene, and the winner will be announced at the end of the day. That's 3:20 p.m. Just a note, there's no audience voting in this round. All right, so it's time to introduce our esteemed judges. We have John Craven, who's the CEO and founder of BevNet, Matt Hughes, the VP of Incubation for VEB, Ken Sadowski, the Senior Beverage Advisor for Verlinvest, Andrea Tyson, the Grocery Merchandising Coordinator for CSD for Kroger, and Mark Rampola, the co-founder and managing partner of Power Plant Ventures. All right, let's get to it. Our first finalist, Kabaki Kenyan Purple Tea, Martin Kabaki and Vera Adamovich, excuse me, come on up. How's it going?
Thank you, Ray.
How's it going? You're familiar with the setup? Just remember your timer's right here.
Forward and backward.
Yep.
All right.
Hello, everybody. Hello again. My name is Martin Kabaki, and I am the name, the face, and the founder of this company, Kabaki LLC, or Kabaki Kenyan Purple Tea. As you can tell from my accent, I'm from a different country, which happens to be Kenya, by the way. I love Kenya. I'm very, very proud of where I come from. It's a phenomenal country, one of the most beautiful countries on earth. So I came from Kenya to the US in search or to seek for a better life, not just for me and my family, but also for the people in Kenya. Most of the growers back home, the tea growers, are very, very poor, and I believe I have something that is different in this marketplace that is going to be a big game changer in my country. I am a firm believer in the American dream. That's the reason I'm in this country. I love America very, very much, and I think this is the biggest marketplace on earth, and so long as you have a good product that makes sense, tastes great, and that goes back to help, you are on your way forward. So, like I mentioned, I came here to look for a better life, and I'm very, very excited to present this product to the judges today, and also to you. I hope you got a chance to taste it. For you to understand where I'm coming from, I think it's very, very important for you to know about Kenya, just a little bit about Kenya. Kenya is a beautiful country on the east coast of Africa, and it's big on farming. We have a lot of coffee, a lot of tea, and I knew about this tea, Kenyan Purple Tea in Kenya, and I'd like to tell you how I met with Vera, but I'd like her to introduce herself first.
You never let me speak. Hi, I'm Vera Adamovich. I'm the general manager of Kabaki LLC. A little bit about me. I'm a classically trained CPG marketer. I previously worked for Nestle and Kraft Foods, starting new brands, new platforms, and also scaling up brands. Most recently, I have been a chief marketing officer for an amazing branding agency called Gammon Raganisi Associates. And I happened to be at Expo West, and I was walking by, and there was this man in the corner dressed out in purple who had an interesting concept, and in speaking with him, how can you not love Martin? I fell in love with his concept, but I realized it needed a lot of work. So I went back to my agency, and I convinced my agency to invest in Martin's idea, and I came on board as general manager of Kabaki LLC to partner with Martin to make this happen.
We have an amazing product, which is the Kabaki Kenyan Purple Tea. At the present moment, this tea is only available in my country, which is Kenya. It's an amazing tea. No other country grows it. We are among the very first people trying to bring this product to the marketplace. It's very, very different. Like Vera mentioned, I knew I had a good idea about this new tea from Kenya, but I never had the money, I never had the experience to build a new product for the American marketplace. So I'm so glad we met at Expo West, and this is where we are. The tea, like I mentioned, is very, very different. And after we met, this is where we are. Our mission as a company, as Kabaki, is to be the most recognized Kenyan purple tea brand, not just in the US, but all over the world. We want, if you think about purple tea, we want Kabaki to be the first thing that you think about. The best thing about this tea that I'm very, very passionate about, and I'm very, very energetic about, is that 10%, we're dedicating 10% of our pre-tax revenue to go back and help Kenya. Most of the people in the village are very, very poor. They don't have basic access to just basic healthcare in my country. The women in the village have never had a mammogram. They never had any kind of test. The kids are very, very poor. They don't have enough to wear and go to school. I get it's a very touching topic for me, but I'm hoping this is a new chance to put Kenya on the map, not just for this quality and phenomenal product, but also to help improve the people of Kenya.
Okay, a little bit about our brand. So we are powered by purple. Our brand is Kibaki Kenyan Purple Tea. It's packed with anthocyanins, antioxidants, and polyphenols. Thank you. Purple tea provides a wide level of therapeutic, restorative, and longevity benefits. It's herbal, it's low in caffeine. Our formula is, we have a clean label, and our label is transparent. We declare 14 ounces as one serving size, so the entire bottle. We source our leaves directly from Kenyan tea growers who are committed to sustainable, organic, and fair trade practices. And we're in the process of getting our organic and fair trade certifications. We are kosher as well.
The judges might have some questions for
Thank you.
All right, you want to slide up here?
Yeah.
Terrific. There we go. All right, initial thoughts on the presentation and Kabaki Purple Tea. We'll start with Mark.
Just a general question. Who do you consider your competitors? What is somebody trying to drink this instead of?
So what we're trying to do with our brand is we believe that we have, there aren't any purple teas out there, so we believe that we're creating a new segment within the tea category. There are currently no other purple teas. We are the first to bring it to the marketplace in a very high functional manner. So we don't have any competitors. If we were to look at who we might be competing with, it would be other ready-to-drink beverage brands that are antioxidants, Abai, for instance. But there's nothing like us.
Matt, Martin talked a lot about supporting the communities in Kenya. Does that come through in the branding and messaging that you see?
Yeah, I think there's some work there. I think the macro trend they're connecting with is this idea of the global influence, which is really cool. So I have a question on the supply chain element.
Sure.
So the purple tea itself, you harvest in Kenya. So is that a scalable process right now, or is that something you also have to create?
It's very, very scalable. Thank you. Great question. It's very, very scalable. There's more purple tea in Kenya today than we can even sell. So, and what we do, we bring it in containers. We have an extraction facility in Atlanta that we're working with, and then we also have quite a few co-packers around the country that we've already identified and we're working with, and the whole supply chain is already set up. I'm in direct contact with the purple tea growers in Kenya. They're very, very excited about this new tea. They've been growing black tea and green tea for many years, and they don't get paid enough money for it. So this is a very big opportunity for them. They're getting paid between 6 to 10 times more for this new tea, and it's amazing.
Andrea, what do you see as the potential for Kabaki within the specialty tea segment?
I think there's a lot of growth there. I think the message behind the story would resonate. It's about the education piece that I think something to think about. How do you get customers to understand the benefits of purple tea?
Yeah. John Craven, in terms of taste profile, is purple the new green for you?
Well, this probably tastes better than just, straight green tea, but look, I mean, Martin's been coming to these events for a couple of years. This, is a lot better than the first version.
Yes.
I think, and it's a big step forward. I give you credit for that. For me, I look at this and, I think there's sort of like, I don't know, the taste and the sort of fun are maybe missing from the package. I feel like you're selling me more on, this health superiority and, sort of the story of Kenya, which is ultimately not going to keep me, like that's, bonus after I've, already bought into this product. So I think I want to see more selling me on like why I should drink this and why it's going to taste good. And frankly, it does. I mean, there's good stuff here. Low calorie, good taste. I wish that were more of a, part of the message.
Ken, you get the last word. Tea, it's a growing category. Does Kabaki have enough to stand out?
I think there are some really good launch points. Like, people talk about white space. Well, they have purple space. So I think that's one one starting point. And then on a serious note, I did see this product in the earliest days, and I like the evolution of the product. If the price point is $2.99, they're going into a growth category. Then there is certainly an opportunity to, even though the graphics that I'm seeing on the screen versus what we're drinking, better that there are flavor bands. Flavor bands really need to be higher up on the label, because as you get into cold availability, you're going to see what holds the bottle in place is going to block out that flavor band. So maybe color coordinate with the cap or just bring that flavor up. Yeah.
Outstanding. Thank you so much. Great job, guys.
Thank you.
Well done.